Have you ever wondered why it's easier for you to learn some things than other things? Then in this video, I actually might have the answer for you. Welcome back to my videos. My name is Jesper. Today we are going to talk about the book Art of Learning by Jesper. What's I should maybe have practiced that, but it is what it is. We're butchering all the names here, so. But he at least was a professional chess player, grandmaster level, and he wrote a book. What he thinks is the kind of fundamentals of learnings. So let's get right into it. Bow! So the first thing when you want to start learning a new skill, new things, is that we first have to create the love for whatever subject we want to learn. We want to kind of just start exploring it, be curious, and start kind of falling in love with it. So we then start getting more interested in the subject. And it's also important to understand as a coach or as a teacher that you want to, before you even start learning or teaching the subject to a child and somebody else, you want them to start loving and be curious about the subject. So when they are exploring the whole area, then they're asking maybe curious questions of what made you make this decision, what do you think about this, and so on and so forth, to start develop the curiosity. The second thing is, after we have developed the love for the subject, then we can start learning the fundamentals. Now we're going to teaching the fundamentals in the subject. So in chess, the fundamentals will be how you move the bricks around, and you kind of want to take out the complexity. So he gives examples for his chess days, how he started learning it, where you kind of stripped away all the bricks, so you only have the king and the pawns. So you have the king and 5 pawns on each side, because then you only have 2 different types of bricks that you have to relate to. So you know the king can move in all directions, but only one square at the time. And the pawns can move one forward or attack to in a diagonal direction forward. So it gives you a better understanding of each thing, and then slowly at the time, as you start learning more and more about it, then you add more layers to it. So for example, another example, I like calisthenics, working out, and when you go into calisthenics and you want to start training and learn about it, you actually start with the basics, and that is kind of your fundamentals, which is just doing dips, push-ups, pull-ups, and squats. And you just keep practicing these exercise, so you get stronger and stronger, and then you can start doing other exercises where you combine these fundamentals. Let's get into the third thing, which is after you have learned the fundamentals and you have really understand, and you can kind of understand it on a subconscious level, where you don't have to think about each move and how each thing works. Then you can start learning the principles. So I don't know a lot about chess, but in his book he described that one of the principles in chess is that you want to control the middle of the chessboard. And that was just one of the principles, and you kind of want to keep practicing it, because then you kind of understand how what the importance of controlling the whole center of the chessboard is, and you can start working around it without being that much. Like you understand it on a subconscious level, so you only conscious have to think like less and spend less energy and in decision making, and then you can have more steps in your head at a time. But to understand this better, like you just don't go for step 1 to step 3, from learning it to learning the fundamentals to the principles. You want to kind of see it as a circle, so it keeps going around. You want to create the love for the subject, you want to learn the fundamentals, you want to learn the principles, then you go back to creating the love, fundamentals, principle. So you just keep going around, because sometimes, like, you have probably experienced yourself, then you have doing something for a long time, and then you start, I don't really like doing this anymore, or that you simply just lose the interest, and then you can learn more about it because you don't put your focus there anymore, so you're not engaged with it, so you will automatically stop learning. One of the key things in just keep working on the fundamentals and principles is that you have to be better at handling the whole complexity of the subject, so you can better understand, like, how, as I said before, like how things move together. But you will also be way better at, if it's a sport, you will be way better at it, just at simply mastering the principles and fundamentals, which is all about, because the fundamentals and the principles of the subject of the game, it is running like through all strategies, like all tactics, like how the whole game operates. So if I take it back to my calisthenics, like if you actually think about, if you want to do a muscle up, it's basically just a pull up and a dip, because you go like over, you pull up to your stomach, and then you can lean over the bar and push and press up, and that's kind of just a pull up and a dip you are making. And it's kind of, so when you start understanding this, and by practicing a lot of these fundamentals, both your pull up and your dip, then the muscle up in this situation will be much easier for you to do over time, because you can stronger and stronger in both your pull up and your dip. By doing this, where when you go into a new subject, they will break it down, so you're working on the fundamentals of it. You make it way more like simple, and completely just breaking down the whole complexity of it. And by start just learning simple elements of the whole complexity of a subject, then you actually it will be easier for you to learn the subject. And like if it's a game, you can better make decisions, because things becomes subconscious. Instead of you have the whole complexity of a chessboard with all the bricks, then you have to remember, what did this brick do, what did that brick do in the beginning, and it's kind of overwhelming. So if you find this video interesting, please let me know in the comment sections below. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And I'll see you in this video. Take care. I'm Jesper. I'm out. Peace.